Sure. Hello students, this is the first lemma of lecture 6. It has 4 parts. This is the first part, second part, third part and fourth part. These are true for all integer values of k. So we will be using the method of induction. Here I is an ideal of a weakly closed subset B in an associative algebra A over a field F. Now to begin the proof, here we shall be making use of lemma 2 of lecture 2. Which says that if S is a subsystem of B such that S cross W belongs to S star for all S in S and W in B, then S star W is contained in WS star plus S star. So in place of the subsystem S, we will be taking our ideal I. I is an ideal, so S cross W belongs to I, which is contained in I star for all S in I and W in B. So we can make use of this lemma, and we have that I star W is contained in WI star plus I star. Now to prove the first part, what we do is we take W1 in B, and hence we have I star W1 is contained in W1 I star plus I star. This W1 is an element of B, so this is contained in B star I star plus I star. Now let we apply induction now. So let I star W1 W2 WR minus 1 be contained in B star I star plus I star for all W1 W2 WR minus 1 in B. Then for any WR in B, I star W1 W2 WR minus 1 WR. So we separate this part. With the help of this, we can say that it is contained in B star I star plus I star into WR. Now this is I star WR and this is also I star WR. So we make use of this property and we can write that this is contained in B star WR I star plus I star plus WR I star plus I star. So you can see here that because WR is an element of B, so B star into WR is in B star, and this is in B, so it is also in B star. So this and this into this and this, these three terms are contained in B star I star plus I star. So this B star is a linear combination of monomials of this type. So by using this, we can say that I star into B star is contained in B star I star plus I star. So this first part is proved for k equal to 1. Now by induction, we assume the induction hypothesis that I star k minus 1 into B star is contained in B star I star k minus 1 plus I star k minus 1, and what we need is I star to the power k into B star. So this can be written as I star into I star to the power k minus 1 into B star, and for this we make use of this. So this is contained in I star, B star, I star k minus 1 plus I star k minus 1. Yes, that's it. And then this I star into B star. I star into B star, we make use of this now. So this is in B star I star plus I star multiplied with I star to the power k minus 1, and this is I star to the power k. So this total you can see that it is contained in B star I star to the power k. This is also I star to the power k, and this is I star to the power k. So this is I star to the power k. So by induction method, this part 1 of this lemma is proved. Now to prove the second part, we will need a result which is similar to the lemma 2 of lecture 2. But we want that W into S star should be contained in S star W plus S star. So first we prove that. First we show that we shall be showing that W into S star is contained in S star W plus S star for all W in B and S in S, such that W cross S belongs to S star. The method is similar, but I repeat it here. So what we do is we write this WS as W cross S minus gamma WS into SW. So this W cross S, it is an element of S star. This is a scalar in F, and SW is an element of S star W. So this belongs to S star W plus S star. Now assume that W into S1, S2, Sk minus 1 is contained in S star W plus S star for all S1, S2, Sk minus 1 in S. Then WS1, S2, Sk, this can be written as, we separate this WS1. WS1 is W cross S1 minus gamma WS1 S1W, and we multiply this by S2, S3, Sk. So this W cross S1, this is an element of S star, and this S2, S3, Sk, this is also in S star. So the first term is in S star. Then we have this minus gamma WS1, it is a scalar, then S1, and W is multiplied by S2, S3, Sk. So these are k minus 1 in number, so we can apply this induction hypothesis. So W, S2, S3, Sk, this will be an element of S star W plus S star. Now this is a scalar, S1 is in S star, so this is also in S star, so we get that this whole expression is in S star W plus S star. So with the help of this, now we prove the second part of the lemma. So because I is an ideal, so this will automatically hold for I. So we have that W into I star is contained in I star W plus I star. So this is in I star B star plus I star. and then we apply the induction hypothesis. So let W1, W2, WR minus 1 into I star is contained in I star B star plus I star for all W1, W2, WR minus 1 in B. So this will give us that W1, W2, WR into I star, which can be written as W1 into W2, W3, WR into I star. Now these are R minus 1 in number, so we can make use of this. So this will go into W1 into I star B star plus I star. Now for W1 into I star we make use of this. So this goes into I star W1, I star B star plus I star multiplied by this B star. Then W1 I star is again in I star B star plus I star. So this is I star B star, this is also I star B star, I star B star. So this total expression is contained in I star B star plus I star. So this is proved for k equal to 1. Now assume that I star to the power k minus 1 into B star is B star into I star to the power k minus 1 is contained in I star k minus 1 B star plus I star k minus 1. Then B star I star k, this is equal to B star I star k minus 1 multiplied with I star, and we make use of this. So this is in I star k minus 1 B star plus I star k minus 1 and multiplied with I star. So this will go into I star k minus 1. Now B star into I star. So B star into I star will go into I star B star plus I star, and this is I star to the power k. Now you can see that this is contained in I star k B star plus I star k. So by induction we have proved the second part of the lemma. The third part is B star I star to the power k is contained in B star I star k. Now this is obvious for k equal to 1. B star I star is B star I star. Let B star I star k minus 1 is contained in B star I star k minus 1. Then B star I star k, this is equal to B star I star k minus 1 B star I star, and we replace this expression here. So this is in B star I star k minus 1 B star I star, and for I star k minus 1 B star we make use of part 1. So this will go into B star I star k minus 1 plus I star k minus 1 into I star. Now B star into B star is again in B star, and this is I star to the power k. This is B star into I star to the power k. So this is in B star I star k. So with the help of induction, part 3 is proved. Part 4 is similar. Here we have to show that I star B star to the power k goes into I star to the power k into B star. This is trivial for k equal to 1. Now assume that I star B star k minus 1 goes into I star k minus 1 b star. So I star b star to the power k, this can be written as I star b star into I star b star to the power k minus 1. So this will go into I star b star, and we use this. This is I star to the power k minus 1 b star, and for this expression we make use of part 2. So this is I star k minus 1 b star plus I star k minus 1 b star, and now you can see this is I star to the power k into b star, I star to the power k into b star. So this lemma is complete.